Hey peeps, how's it going? Good afternoon, good evening, whichever way, whatever time you're listening to this. This is Dominique, and you are listening to Party Time with Dom on RadioKair. I'm super excited, y'all. So I've got a really great show today that's lined up, and it's going to be amazing. Just to remind you guys, my name is Dominique, and I am co-owner of In-House Chefs as well as the founder of the Phoenix Journey. Pretty much what that really looks like is that I party all the time, and I'm all about the events. I'm all about doing great things, having a good time. Anytime I hit the building, it's always going to be a party. What I do with even In-House Chefs, and I'll tell you a little bit, is that I don't cook any of the food, y'all. All I really do is I sample and I make sure that there's a party going on, like at every event. So again, that's why I have my own show called Dom Party Time with Dom, y'all. I need y'all to really understand that. Now, here is what's really cool about today, y'all. Okay, so I think you guys heard, whether it's like weeks ago or a couple of weeks ago, I don't know, but I had bring my daughter to work day. Okay, it was pretty good. She was pretty good. She was pretty good, y'all. Today, it is bring your husband to work day. Whoop, whoop. So, what does that mean? It means that, y'all, it's not just me. I actually have a spouse who truly operates In-House Chefs and really makes In-House Chefs what it is, and that happens to be my husband. I call him Chef Adrian. Don't think that it's weird. He earned the right to be Chef Adrian. That's the reason why, if anybody ever hears me and him talk, that is Chef Adrian. Why? Because let's be honest, your husband can be, not as nice and not as cool as your boss. And so that's why I call him, Chef Adrian. Say hello to the people, Chef Adrian.
Hello. I'm trying to process this whole not as cool as the boss thing, but no, continue, proceed.
So he is going to be joining me today, and that's what's going to be super fun, because we have a lot of stuff to talk to you guys about regarding getting yourself ready for the holidays, because like I said, if there's a party going on, I'm typically at it. So I need you guys to make sure your home is ready. The parties that you guys are going to be planning is ready to go and equipped, because not always are you going to hire a chef or extraordinaire like myself. There are going to be times where you're going to do your own events, and we want to make sure you guys are prepared and you guys have some other ideas underneath your belt. I also know that, and also if you remember, I think it was a couple weeks ago or a week ago or so, we had Tiffany Parker with The Livable Forest on the show, and she talked about how to get your home ready for, whether it's Halloween, holidays, whatever. And so that's why we're going to have this segment on, where we're talking about how to make sure your food is up to par. Okay? So it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good show. Take some notes, because, again, you can either be a very good cook, you know what I mean, really good and love to cook. I mean, you may really like to really be in the kitchen like Chef Adrian over here. Or, dun dun dun, you could be like me. And me is, I don't like to cook at all. Nada. Do I know how to boil water, honey? Shut up. Don't answer. Okay. You know what? I don't know why I asked anyway. That was rude of me. That was rude of me for me to even ask, do I actually know how to boil water? So, but nonetheless, yes, I do. I do know how to boil water.
Of course you do.
Yes. So it's going to be a really cool show, Party Time with Dom. And I'm going to let Chef Adrian, he's going to introduce himself. Who you're married to, and is she awesome? And go.
Okay, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Chef Adrian. I am Dom's sidekick.
That's true, but keep going.
Okay, so again, I'm Chef Adrian with Co-owner of In-House Chefs. We specialize in making food, anything food related, filling you up with flavor.
Love it. Love it. What's your tagline?
So my tagline is, we fill you with flavor.
And I thought it was exceed you.
Oh, yes. And we specialize in exceeding your expectations.
I love it. Okay. And how many kids do you have?
I think it's only 2. No, I mean, no, it's 2.5 because my dog is my third.
Let's not talk about the dog because, I have feelings.
Thinking about you, Coco.
I have feelings about the dog. Sometimes she's okay, sometimes she's not. But anyway, so yes, you do have 2 kids with me.
Yes.
I want you guys to know how awkward it is to interview your actual husband.
She's got the jitters over here just sitting by me.
No, it's because I know everything about him. So sometimes I know the answer before I even ask. But but at the same time, there might be some things that I'm going to ask that I may not know the answer, and I'm just going to try to pick his brain truly for the audience purpose. So it's really for you guys that I'm going to pick his brain to figure out, well, if you do like to cook and you do like to have parties or events of some sort, and you have company that comes to your home, you want to know how to do something. And I don't share that same passion as much as I share the passion of partying like a rock star, but I will pick his brain for your sake, for your benefit. Okay, so it's going to be really awesome. And if you have any questions, you guys are more than welcome to email Chef Adrian. How can they get a hold of you, Chef Adrian?
info@inhousechefs.com.
Perfect. Okay, well, we'll repeat it a couple more times just so you guys know, again, if you have select questions about anything that he talks about on here. So what we're looking forward to hearing about is about food that, again, some ideas that he's going to share with you of previous events that he's done, whether it's for Thanksgiving, Christmas, because we are getting close, to those dates. And he's also going to give you a couple cheat kind of ideas to what you can do for yourself, for your guests. Okay? So I'm very excited about this part because, again, anything that makes it simple that I can elevate, having is wonderful. And, I'm just a sucker for it. So, anywho, we are getting ready to take a break because you guys know, I'm all about, having a party. And I want to make sure I stay good on time because Mr. Bob Robertson, owner of KAIR, and so I want to make sure that we honor the time that we've been given. So again, it's Dominique, and it's been Party Time with Dom, and we will be right back.
RadioKair, broadcasting from 300 East Main Street in historic downtown Humble, Texas. Thanks for listening to RadioKair.
Hey peeps, it's Dom with Party Time with Dom, and we are back on RadioKair. All right, guys, so I'm back with Chef Adrian. We just left off. We got to know him a little bit, and if you don't know, if you're just tuning in, spoiler alert, he's my husband, and it was Bring Your Husband to Work Day, so that's why I'm here with him. And but what makes it really cool is that he really is genuinely one of the most expert people on when it comes to food and how to make something amazing and how to take something ordinary and turn it up a notch. And so as you guys are preparing for your own events at your own home, your own parties, and having your guests come over, or you are going to a party and you need to bring a dish, he's really cool and really great at having ideas. So throughout today, You're going to hear me tell him and call him Chef Adrian. That's still my honey bunny, but nonetheless, we're down to business, okay? All right, so Chef Adrian, tell us one of our first ideas that you've got on how we can make our events amazing.
All right. I like to start out with, the visual appeal. Because we like to say that people like to eat with their eyes first, right?
Correct.
So people, whether your event is for Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, you want to incorporate those different colors. And something that I like to do is I like to add different displays using nature.
Okay. Keep going.
All right. So, and by that I mean you could find little slices of wood to display things on. Leaves make perfect displays, as well as different herbs that you can visually appeal your guests with.
Okay, so back up. So when you're talking about herbs, you're talking about, like, obviously herbs that you can get at grocery store. We're not talking about like Mary Jane or anything.
No, we're not talking about those. Oh God.
This is why they should really censor what I talk about. But when you talk about leaves, we're not talking about dead leaves. Are these leaves that I can get from Michael's? Can I get some fake leaves?
Yeah, you can get some fake leaves.
Okay.
Yep.
Because some parts, it's there's green leaves, and there's some parts where it's not green leaves.
Yes.
Okay. All right, just want to make sure we're clear. Keep going.
All right, so with that aspect, you can include that in your drinks as well as your food decor. Since I bring up food, let's start with the food.
Okay.
You can start with some food.
Yes.
All right, so what's a party without appetizers, right?
I don't know. I always there's times when I go to a party, and if you don't have appetizers, I'm gonna be real honest
I'm leaving.
with you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm hungry.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not leaving. I'm staying.
You're staying because you like food.
Yeah. But
I am leaving.
It's one strike.
Okay, it is one strike.
It's one strike.
It's very much one strike. It's like going to a Mexican restaurant and they don't have chips and salsa.
Wow.
Okay, keep going.
All right. So with incorporating what I just said about the different colors and decors, you can do the different apps. You can implement different apps with the same ideal. Say, for instance, you got a party, you got people coming over, you want to, put something out there to snack on before you get to the actual meat and potatoes of the party. Why not go with some hummus cups? You can go hummus cups. You can garnish it with a little bit of rosemary.
I like that because you want to do something light.
Something light.
Okay. But you said you garnish it with what?
Rosemary, some vegetables, a little bit of pomegranate on there, pomegranate seeds.
Ooh.
You got the green, and that's more towards Christmas there.
That is very Christmassy. But what if it's like Thanksgiving time? Like, what can I do? What can I garnish it?
You can do.
Still gives it a little fall harvest feel.
Now you can change it up. You can do like a roasted pumpkin hummus.
Ooh.
And garnish it with some with vegetables like some zucchini, squash.
Okay, I'm feeling it.
Just play with the different colorful vegetables.
I like it. I like it a lot. Keep going. What about? Okay, can I use like sweet potato? Because I like sweet potatoes.
You can do a sweet potato hummus.
Okay.
I mean, you had to play with the flavors. You get your hummus going, slowly add some sweet potato because you can't take it out, so don't overdo it. So
Okay. Good to know. Now we all know. All right. Okay, so I like utilizing the hummus, playing with it for the colors aspect, and so that you can see what that's going to look like and feel like for your event and how it's going to display really well. Okay, so how also, do I just have a big batch of it? Am I putting out little cups? What am I actually doing with it?
You're doing like little shot glass cups. You can find the little 2-ounce disposable shot glass cups.
Okay. All right. That's
Or
okay.
you can put in a display bowl and put your different decorations on top of that.
Okay, that's a very good idea. So really, I'm just saying, like, you really kind of made it very simple, simplistic, but it also can give an up a feel. You know what I mean? And I think that's what you do within in-house chefs. So doing something like that on your own, I think is fairly easy. So I call that a win. That's a check mark for a win. I could do that, y'all. So if I can do it, you can do it. What's next?
All right.
Before we go to break.
You can do antipasto bites. So little skewers of antipasto. So that's
I need you to spell it out for those that are simplistic. What does antipasto mean?
A-N-T.
I didn't say spell it.
You said spell.
I did not. I said, what does it mean? I didn't say spell it. I'm saying, say it in layman's terms. What does that mean?
It's pretty much cheese, fruit, veggies, and charcuterie meats.
Oh, so it's like a little adult, lunchable on a skewer.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Keep it moving.
All right, you can skewer those with a little bit of cheese, a little bit of salami, vegetables. Just have a nice little assortment of easily accessible, easy eatable.
Okay. Now, how do I make that more holiday friendly versus a summer day? You know what I mean? Like, is there something I can put on there that is going to make it more holiday fun?
Again, you just do your different.
Can we do like a sweet potato on it, or do we do like something red garnish, or like
you could do
grapes or something like that? Something that makes
like
it
red
more fun.
Tomatoes.
I like the
Get
red tomatoes.
the color
Yep.
from there. You could do also with the roasted vegetables. You can roast up some pumpkin, some sweet potatoes, some squash.
Okay. I like it. Okay. Well, those are really cool appetizer ideas. We're going to come back. He's got a few more ideas that he wants to share with us. And we're going to hear it because we're here for it, okay? All right, you guys. My name is Dominique, and this has been Party Time with Dom, and we will be right back.
RadioKair, 21st century streaming radio. Thanks for listening to RadioKair.
Alrighty, gang, we are back. Alright, so again, my name is Dominique, and this is Party Time with Dom on RadioKair. And what you guys have just been missing, if you guys are just tuning in, I am in the studio this afternoon, with none other than Chef Adrian. He is the other half of In-House Chefs, and he happens to be just my actual husband. So I know it might be odd for some, but I kid you not, this is what we do all day long. We are working together and, creating life together. So, but again, I wanted to bring him on so he can talk a lot about getting yourself ready for the holiday fun. So again, back to you, Chef Adrian. He was going to tell us another one of his appetizers that he likes to use for the holiday fun, and he's going to talk about some additional food ideas. Alrighty, go ahead.
Okay, this other one is a favorite here. This is what we call in the French cuisine world, en croûte. So we have
En croûte.
So
write that down, y'all. We just learned something new.
It's basically in a puff pastry. So take some puff pastry, and what we're going to do is we're going to flatten it out and roll it. And inside of that puff pastry roll is going to be some prosciutto, goat cheese, as well as asparagus. So you got
That's
that
different.
green,
Go ahead.
white, and red. Roll that up, hit that with a little bit of egg wash, and roast that. So you got the different colors there. It's in a crust that makes it that much better. Just imagine like a crusty turnover.
I like turnovers.
Yes.
But those are sweet.
Well,
Okay,
some turnovers are sweet. You have savory turnovers as well.
they're savory
Yes.
turnovers? Okay, well, I'm today years old when I found that out, that there is savory turnovers. Okay, you can make fun of me if you want to, but I really did just learn that. Okay, so, what are we, so how do you roll it? Or is
Yep,
it like
so you can
flip it
so,
over
so
like
you have
halves?
so you have like a puff pastry.
Uh-huh.
Get it rolled out, not
Yep.
going too thin. Basically like it's about as thick as you want to do for like a pie.
Okay, so but is it circle?
Square, circle,
Oh,
whatever. I mean, whatever shape you want to use, you
Got
can.
it, got it.
And then you're gonna layer your prosciutto on there.
I like the way he says prosciutto.
Prosciutto.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Top it with a little bit of goat cheese. Then get
A
you
lot
some
of goat cheese, 'cause I love
asparagus.
Yep.
And then of course you want to hit it with seasoning, salt, pepper, whatever you choose, garlic powder, such and such. Then we're gonna roll that up.
But like, is it like flipping like each end into the middle?
I mean,
Or is it, like, rolling
there's not one
like
way.
a jelly roll.
Yeah, it's not one way to do it. You can
Okay.
roll it up as long as you roll it and close it, or fold it and close it.
Okay, so just
Yeah.
close it up. Got it. And pinch the ends of it, right?
Yes, pinch the ends and
Look,
close
I know
it up.
something about culinary. Look at me.
And then for those of you that know what an egg wash is, simply a beat egg with a little bit of water in there. You're gonna brush over the top of it before you bake it.
Okay. That actually sounds really good. Y'all making that? Call a sister up so that I can come and party with you with that, because that sounds delicious. Alrighty. And okay, what else do you have for us?
All right. Oh, another appetizer wise. Another app.
Okay.
So, all right, this is very simple. You can get this at your local grocery store, but little phyllo crust shells, and you can fill that with a little bit of brie cheese,
Okay.
a little bit of fig jam or cranberry,
Ooh.
or any type of jam that you like.
But I like the fig or cranberry. That's very holiday fun.
Yeah.
I like that. Mm-hmm.
And bake that and top it off with a little bit of mint.
I like the mint. Okay. All right. So now we need to get into the meat potatoes.
All right.
Give me one good one.
Meat and potatoes. All right.
Yep.
So we're gonna direct you back to our cooking with the cousin days. Cooking with the cousins, where we did a special.
Explain to them what Cooking with the Cousins was.
Cooking with the cousins was a YouTube show that we created to inspire you guys to do more in the kitchen. So
Yes. Okay. And you can still find those videos. Are those videos still out there?
yes, they're Cooking with the cousins.
Cooking with the Cousins. All right. Find it. That's the YouTube handle. Keep going.
All right, so we did a pomegranate rosemary glazed hen. So it was a Cornish hen. It was oven roasted. It was
That was a funny
yes. that was pretty funny. You had to watch it to see.
I'm
see
not
why we're
kidding.
laughing.
I am asking you. You can put me on pause right now and go to YouTube, Cooking with the Cousins, and find this episode. You will thank me later because you will die laughing. Oh my God. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But it is absolutely one of my favorite dishes that you do make. Keep going as we finish up this.
All right, so that was that. So we also do
And then what do we do? We stuffed it with pomegranate?
we stuffed it with pomegranate, apples, oranges, I believe, rosemary. Then we glazed it with a pomegranate, rosemary, honey glaze.
That was delicious. Just want you to know. Delish.
Oh yeah. Okay, another one is cider glazed pork chops.
Okay, tell me. Okay, so how do we make the glaze?
All right,
Just
the
even-
glaze it's simple. Just apple cider vinegar, a little bit of a touch of apple juice in there, some honey. Just melt that together, reduce it until it's almost a syrupy consistency. And then you can cook your pork chops your preferred method, whether it's grill, sear, oven roasted. And before it's finished, you're gonna pull that out and then glaze it with that cider glaze to get a nice little sticky finish on there.
Heck yeah! I don't think you've made that for me ever. I'm kind of jealous. I just want everybody to know that y'all have just learned this amazing little recipe real quick.
I can't give you all the things.
Oh,
I gotta
shut up. Sir. No. I'm married to you. I think I deserve the best. So I just want you guys to know, you guys are listening. These are food ideas that he's never even fed me. But he's fed it to our clients and anybody else, Tom, Dick, and Harry. Like, my God. That's amazing. Okay, that really does sound great. So, again, y'all making it, invite me over, since obviously I'm not getting it at home, y'all.
Oh, wow. Whatever. Yeah. All right, so with that, you can side that with some roasted sweet potato medallions.
I like it.
Some sweet potato medallions. You cut them into little coins, toss them in a little bit of olive oil, some rosemary, salt, pepper, roast those in the oven, and you can coat that with a little bit of honey and lemon as well.
That sounds fascinating and just fantastic. Love all of that. So thank you so much. Okay, so is that pretty much what we've got?
Yeah, that's yes.
Okay, so you guys have gotten a really good start on your holiday menu that you guys are thinking. And like I said, my biggest thing for that portion was really for you guys to learn something new, where it's like it's out of your box, it's out of your comfort zone. I get it. You could make a turkey, you can make a ham, you can do all those things, and it's not, but those are like for the big day of events. But when you're having a dinner party at your home, you may want something smaller that's not such grandioso with the whole family, coming over, right? So I think that's amazing. Again, we'll be right back. I'm going to come back because we got some more questions for Chef Adrian to prepare us for the holidays. Again, my name is Dominique, and you are listening to Party Time with Dom on RadioKair. We'll be right back.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Having a birthday? Tell us, and we'll announce it on the air. RadioKair. We're all about the community.
Alrighty, y'all. I am back. This is Dominique on RadioKair, and it's Party Time with Dom, where I do all things that have to do with parties, events, food, and fun. I am back here with Chef Adrian. If you've been listening, again, Chef Adrian, he happens to be my lovely husband that puts up with me all the time, so pray for him. But
Dear Lord.
I didn't say you pray now. Don't start praying now. It's too late. But and nonetheless, he happens to be the other half of In-House Chefs. So I brought him in here today because it was called Bring Your Husband to Work Day or something like that. I just made it up. But he is here to talk to you guys about holiday fun, holiday, food-wise for your own parties, for your own events. Please make sure you guys go back to earlier of the recording if you have missed anything. But now I want to get into a little bit of when the holidays come and you're going to party, and you're eating. And look here, I need to watch my figure, so I'd like some tips on what I can do to eat better, eat healthier, things that you're already doing for your clients that you have. But what can we do? What can the audience do to make sure that they're staying on their goals? Because, we just finished up summertime fine, and now we're getting into winter land.
The eating seat.
The
The eating seat.
Yes, and we are. And so I want to make sure that we don't have to work so hard for summertime fun. Again, when the time comes. So what can we do in the meantime? Please let us know.
Okay, one thing that I picked up recently is when you're doing your parties, when you're out dining, when you're eating, whatever, eat your protein first.
Oh.
Yes, eat your protein
that.
First.
Okay. And like I said, y'all, we're not claiming that he is a nutritionist or a fitness guru or expert. He just has the capability of making good food amazing, but also not having to eat all the calories. I think that's a trick of the trade right there. Okay, keep going.
All right. Another one is making simple ingredient swaps. So you can, for instance, you can swap out the processed flours for, there's instances where you can use almond flour or cassava flour. There's actually great sugar substitutes now as of swapping the processed sugar out for either coconut sugar, there's swerve sugar, monk fruit sugar.
Those are my absolute favorites.
Yes. Some other things you can do.
But what are some food items that you have made for your clients that is really simple that our audience can do as well? Like, I know that you have these, like, protein balls, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes. So you have little oatmeal protein balls. They're energy packed. There's they consist of peanut butter, oats, honey, chocolate. You can throw some crushed peppermint in there.
Ooh, that makes holiday fun. I like it. And also, like, but even if you don't want to do peanut butter, because I think there's controversy of, like, peanut butter being healthy. Can you use almond butter or no?
Yeah, you can use almond butter.
So you can do that, or, like, again, the natural peanut butter, the whole, you can get that at Whole Foods or whatever. But I've seen that, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And like I said, you add some peppermint in it, and all of a sudden it makes it a great holiday snack that you can share with others, and I think that's really cool too. What else? Is there any other ideas?
What have I done? I've done little quinoa bars, so you can cook with quinoa. The same deal. So quinoa and oats, mixing those together. Cooked quinoa, of course, and
Those are good too.
yes, adding a little bit of vanilla, chocolate, coconut flakes. And what I do is I take those and flatten them out on a roasting pan and roast them in the oven.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, I like that. And so even just the different, like, chicken things that you're making things with, by choosing the almond flour or coconut, or no, not coconut, almond flour or cassava flour, those things can reduce caloric and fat and gluten and all the things that are bad, I guess, for us. And I think that those are very helpful. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you were talking about swapping out the sugars. So, like, what's something that just by swapping the sugars, it's much better for us? Like, is it just whenever you're making cakes or anything like that?
The cakes, the cookies. I was actually on the way here, I was thinking about doing ciders, making apple cider, homemade apple cider, but instead of using sugar, you go ahead and use your monk fruit sugar in there.
Ooh, I didn't even think that all the way through. I think that's awesome. Like, and again, I'm all about, like, I do eat much healthier, now. And I kid you not, when I find somebody who's making these gentle swaps and it equally does taste great, those are always wins. And I think that most people, when they choose to do that and they make those swaps, they're also choosing to win as well. Again, because all of the crazy good, wholesome, and all the fat and all the calories, those are great foods to eat. Love them. We all love them. But in between, when you're not at a event, and if you're not at a party or, something special, like celebrating something, make sure that you guys are doing right by yourself by doing some of these swaps, just to keep in mind. And like I said, I've got some other, health gurus that will probably come on to the show as well that can also help us with those things. But I think what he just mentioned, it can be great in the culinary, aspect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else, last bit, that you can give us for the time being that we can really think about things we can make at home ourselves that's going to help us and put us on the right path?
Depending on what your goals are, I would just stick to just looking into making different switches and the ingredients you use.
Now you have products, correct?
Yes.
You have products that you sell for those who are looking for alternative options.
Yes. There we go. So
what are a couple of those?
For your bread, we have a great bread that we do. It's a gluten-free, dairy-free, preservative-free, grain-free bread that we sell. Again, go to info@inhousechefs.com for that. We have different flavored honeys we sell, whether it's a truffle honey, a lavender honey, or a spicy honey as well.
Mm-hmm. And you've got some other products that are getting ready to come out on another branding. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And we're going to talk about that when we get back, about some other ventures that you're doing.
Yes.
Chef Adrian, he is a one of a kind, I will say, not because he's my husband, because I genuinely do think he's pretty talented. Again, as I said earlier in the beginning of the show, sometimes your husband is not always as awesome, but Chef Adrian, I do think, is absolutely amazing. I'm kidding. Smile in the studio, y'all. Alrighty, y'all, we are going to be right back. And this is Dom, Party Time with Dom on RadioKair.
You are listening to RadioKair. RadioKair. Broadcasting from historic downtown Humble, Texas.
Alrighty, y'all, I am back. It's Dominique with Party Time with Dom on RadioKair, and we are back. I am still hanging out with none other than Chef Adrian, the other half of In-House Chefs, who actually is also my other half. And we have been talking about food ideas, things that you can do for the holidays. And we are talking about our healthy tips on how you can, instead of going to all the parties and eating all the food all the time, what can you do in the meantime to provide yourself a healthier option, but yet still good for your dinner time at home with your family. So, Chef, we were just talking during the break, and he was telling me about some amazing ideas, things that he's done for me in our home, because I myself, I try to be a really good healthy eater, and this is what he makes me a lot of times, as well as what he does for a lot of his clients that he helps within the In-House Chefs brand. All right, Chef, what was the one that was my favorite? And it was because, again, we're going to get into the colder weather months, and one that I'm super proud of, I mean, he may not be proud of it, but I am, because I enjoy eating it, is his gumbo. Okay?
All right.
And so tell us how you make that gumbo a little more healthier for us during this cold days.
Okay, again, we do a little bit of ingredient swaps. So we're going to swap out our flour, the processed flour, and we're going to change that for some cassava flour. As well as swap out that vegetable oil. That's what you want to get rid of, that vegetable oil. And we're going to make that roux with a little bit of butter.
Like real butter?
Real butter.
Okay. It's a lot better for you, I'm assuming, versus the seed oils and vegetable oils. But again, Google it if you need to know.
So you're going to roux that up with your chicken stock. And then we like to add, of course, your okra, your chicken, your sausage. But we do chicken sausage.
Okay. We do like the chicken sausage. Again, I'm not anti-pork. No, I am anti-pork. He's not. But at the same time, there is benefits and lack thereof when it comes to pork versus not pork. So again, choose wisely. But again, chicken sausage does really good as well.
All right, and we make the same ingredient swap for etouffee. The same exact ingredient swap for etouffee. For instead of using that flour, you're going to use the cassava flour.
Okay, and then, but like etouffee typically has white rice, right?
Well, etouffee and gumbo has white rice.
Okay, so what are we doing instead of?
Instead of white rice, you can do, what we do in home is cauliflower rice or brown rice.
So again, those quick little swaps are going to make things a lot better and a lot healthier for you. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then one last one that I think is pretty freaking phenomenal. Again, y'all know I don't cook, but I eat everything in sight that I can, that I'm allowed to eat. And I'm very picky and choosy with what I eat. And there are certain things that I am just absolutely head over heels for, and there's nothing that you can do to take this away from me. I will cut your fingers off if you try to touch what's on my plate. And that has to be, hands down, brisket tacos.
Yes.
Taquitos. So tell us about the brisket taquitos, on how we can eat that also and make that healthier for us.
Well, with the brisket taquitos being healthy, you can prep your brisket however you please. However I cook it in a pressure cooker and make it go faster. And what I like to do is I like to take that brisket and roll it in a cassava flour or almond flour tortilla.
Ooh, okay. Do I make these or do I buy them?
You can buy those at your local grocer.
Okay. I know that if you're in the HKA area, specifically HEB, definitely has them. They're in the freezer section?
Yep, the freezer section.
All right, they're in the freezer section. But you roll them in the cassava or almond flour, tortilla. Literally, you're cutting down all of the gluten and the process.
All the inflammation.
And yes, all of that just alone. So that's amazing. And then what do we normally put with it? We put
we fill it with goat cheese as well.
Goat cheese instead of your regular dairy cheese. Mm-hmm. That's much better for you too. So I like that. And then you dip it in some guac.
Well, we throw it in the air fryer first.
Oh, shoot. Look, I'm just over here trying to tell the story.
You throw it in the air fryer first and finish cooking it. Then you can serve it with either some guacamole, some lettuce, some chopped lettuce and whatnot, whatever your favorite toppings are.
Look at me trying to tell the story, and I don't know. Again, can I just start from the beginning? I don't cook anything. I just eat and make sure that the party is started. So that's what I do. Okay, so that's really awesome. I love that. And now I really want to talk to you, Chef Adrian, about a new venture that you are embarking on. Talk about it, please.
All right. So I'm tag teaming with you, actually.
Ooh, with me?
Yes, with the Phoenix Journey.
Yes. You guys have heard me talk about the Phoenix Journey. It is my my sweet baby, and it's something that I'm very passionate about. I'm the founder of the Phoenix Journey. You can look that up. It is phoenixjourney.org. Take a look at it, and you'll really hear a lot about what it's about. For me, myself, if you know me or know of me, I suffered with an autoimmune. I was in a wheelchair, couldn't talk, couldn't walk, barely could remember my kids' names. So it goes on and on. But nonetheless, you can read all about it. And the biggest thing is I changed what I ate. So I was on a very big health kick, and health journey. And being in the food industry, knowing that I don't cook anything, my husband, Chef Adrian, did do some digging and did some research, and long story short, found that eating the right foods is what's going to help. So, what are you doing for the Phoenix Journey?
All right. For the Phoenix Journey, we are going in and helping all those autoimmune deficiencies with easy swaps and alternatives they can use without having to sacrifice flavor, without having to sacrifice all the nutrition, all the nutrient needs that they need, and they can still have and enjoy. Because you don't want to be sick and, it's time to go get a snack or some food, and whatever you're eating is just so flavorless and dry, and it sucks all the moisture out of your mouth.
No one likes to eat that way. No one. Trust me. I know.
So our mission is to go ahead and give you those desires of the heart, but put some love in there. And back in the day, they used to say you stick your foot in it. So, and then it's proverbial. So we're not sticking no foot in there.
No, we're not.
But we're putting our time into those foods and our time into those preparation ideas, so that you can have an enjoyment of whatever you eat.
So you are going to be cooking and curating the menus and foods that those who are on the Phoenix Journey, what they're going to be, taking in, what they're going to be eating. So that's really cool. I love that. I would love that that we were able to mention that. So again, Chef Adrian, what he does, who he is, does events. He brings the party with always the food. That's always amazing. And then he's also doing other things with it. So that's really cool. Hey guys, we're going to take a really quick break before we lock out of here. But give us a sec and we'll be right back. Again, my name is Dominique and you are listening to Party Time with Dom on RadioKair.
RadioKair, 21st century streaming radio. Thanks for listening to RadioKair.
All right, gang, it's Dominique with Party Time with Dom on RadioKair, and I've still been sitting in the studio, in the booth, with Chef Adrian. He is my other half, like in life, and the other half of In-House Chefs, the company that I co-own. So we have been talking about things so far regarding holiday fun, how to improve on your holiday gatherings, your parties, not necessarily for like the big Thanksgiving or big Christmas. Those are just the biggest ones, big days per se. But we're talking about how to even engage with different parties that you may hold at your own home, with family, with friends, coworkers, etc., and what you can do that's going to be a little bit different. We also talked a lot about healthy options, that when you are home with just your immediate family, how you can make those healthy swaps, because you're going to holiday party after holiday party. Somebody from the office is bringing in cookies, cakes, and pies, and it just gets to the point of endless. Literally, I'm here in the studio, and the owner of our studio, he's got pies in his refrigerator right now from events that he had with his own family, that he's like, what am I supposed to do with all these calories? And so we talked about different very quick, easy swaps that you can do on your own, and have a great dinner with you and your family. Some of those are my favorites, and things that and also some holiday ideas that you can make a little bit healthier, that Chef Adrian had mentioned as well. So we also talked about Chef Adrian's new venture that he's getting ready to embark on, which it happens to be with me again. And we're very excited about just the new things that he's doing, the products that he's got getting ready to go on shelves, that again, to help you with your healthier options for your quality of life, and to make your parties also stand out. And then, and lastly, with what he's doing, which is called the Phoenix Journey. I am the founder of it, so I'm obviously very biased of it, but nonetheless, I'm very excited about what Chef Adrian is doing to contribute and what he's going to be changing lives regarding foods, so that those who suffer with an autoimmune disease, they also can have a great time at a party, an event, and eat well and have a good time. Is that correct? Did I make sure I said it all?
Yeah, you got it.
Yes.
You got it. And if you guys want to reach out or have any further questions about what it is that we do, you guys can reach out
about what we talked about regarding the holiday stuff, and what else? If I have a question about
the Phoenix Journey or any autoimmune questions, you can reach out at info@inhousechefs.com, inhousechefs.com, as well as phoenixjourney.org.
Awesome. Okay, so if you have any questions regarding food related things, that's where you can do. That's where you guys can reach out and chat it up with Chef Adrian, because I'm telling you, he's got 1,000,001 ideas. Why? Because I hear about him every single day. Absolutely. So anyway, but it's been really great having you in the studio with me. Has been great working and like being alongside of your wife and business partner called Bring Your Husband to Work Day.
Wow, it's been great being here. I almost asked for a school pass to get back home.
He wants a school pass. He's like, can I go back home now? It's a lot to bring somebody who genuinely just loves the art of food. He loves cooking. He enjoys making every client ecstatic with every food option. And it's a lot for him to sit here and talk about himself or talk about his creations. So that's just not who he is and what he likes to do. But you did really great. How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel good.
You feel like $1,000,000?
I feel like I passed the test.
You passed the test? Well, we'll see about passing that test. Now, won't we? Anywho, but again, thanks so much for hanging out with us, Chef Adrian. Thank you for coming by. I'll see you at home, okay?
All right.
And I feel like I talked a lot about the brisket tacos, and I think, was it gumbo? Yeah, I think I want gumbo. So, because it's kind of chilly today. So you go ahead and knock it out. Get the prepping for me.
Get the prepping.
As well as we got some great events that's coming up, in the catering world that we're very excited to get to kick off, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. So, and of course, if you guys follow us or anything like that, I'll post pictures and events and videos. So, but again, it is always a pleasure, talking to you guys with Party Time with Dom. Again, check out your local listings, get into the community, do great things, be a great people. And support the community, support small businesses. We will have on here other caterers. We will have other chefs. We will have other event planners. I'm so excited for next week's guest. You don't want to miss, because it is always a party time with Dom. Every time you guys listen in, it is always going to be a hell of a fun time. So I'm out of here, you guys. You guys take care. Be easy. Be breezy. It is Party Time with Dom on RadioKair. Bye.
RadioKair. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.